One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside give. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bernard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's McLaughlin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Noles trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Caught behind the line. It's White. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Grab in the backfield. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the 1st down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And the ball squirted out. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. That's caught, it's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. They're working that left side. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gets the back moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Running to Green. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cuevas. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
As a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
To the air, it's Simpson. There's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the defense holds firm, no pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the 4th. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. The sure hands, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
With the catch, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Off play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on third down, but give the defense tons of credit, making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Caught over the middle, it's Horton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Keeps it on the draw. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked. If it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.